We are live. Welcome, welcome. Mindset Monday. Come on in, people. It is Monday, March the 1st, 2021. Wow. All right, we're gonna turn down my music here a little bit. Have a little party going on in the background every Monday. Happy Monday, people. Welcome, welcome to this episode of Mindset Monday. I am your host, Michelle Green, and I am a certified personal growth coach and a licensed helping professional. My goal is to be the source of clarity and transformation for as many people that I can possibly serve. So that is my passion and my goal. I also truly believe that the right mindset, regardless of the circumstances, can and will transform every aspect. Fix my lashes. Every aspect of your life for the better. If you or we would just get out of our own way, right? As humans, human beings, that's us, we are faced with choices every single day. Choices as simple as to take a shortcut or take a scenic route to your destination, to go right or left, to have milk or cream in your coffee, to have coffee or tea, steak or fish. Do I react and feed my anger and react to a situation, or do I take a step back and find some sort of clarity and calmness and deal with it in that way? Do I show up even when I don't feel like it, even though I just would rather climb into bed, or not, right? These are choices that we are all faced with in our lives as human beings. And most of us make these choices every day, day to day, day after day, because, or based on our belief system, which for the most part and for most people is very, very limited, okay? And these choices, they can either propel us forward into wonderful bliss, or they can hold us back, right? And it just depends on the choices that we make. So I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? After a wonderful week, everybody who has followed me and knows my situation knows that my husband is in the hospital and is very ill. We were diagnosed with COVID-19. I was asymptomatic, went through pretty much no symptoms. I think I lost my sense of smell for maybe 2 days. And I was very tired for 2 days. But other than that, I thought it was just, I needed some rest. I would have never went and gotten myself tested for COVID-19 had my husband not been sick and admitted to the hospital and tested positive himself, right? So those of you who are following my story, you know that he's still there. He's still pretty ill. And, you know, I'm trying my best to choose to be happy and choose positiveness and choose positive energy, right? So after a great week of progress, my husband was doing well. He had certain little surgeries. He recovered well from them. He was doing well. His numbers were well. I go to the hospital every day to visit him, and I'm not a medical professional in that sense, but I do know how to read the machines and, you know, certain things, and know that his numbers were doing great. He was doing wonderfully. He was even alert. He was cognitively, he was all there and was able to open his eyes and blink and whatever and communicate. And this past Saturday, I went to visit, as I do every day. And this past Saturday, he had had a setback, let's just say. And the news didn't bounce well off my ear, because we had been going in the right direction and just, steadily going along and making progress. And I'm updating family and friends and whatever. And we're going in the right direction. And then all of a sudden, boom, we hit this wall, right? So needless to say, Saturday, the day of this visit and this not so pleasant news, was a heavy, heavy, heavy day for me. So after the visit and after the not so good news, me being backed into this crappy news, I came home. When I got home, or when I got the news and on the way home and coming home to be home, I was filled with negative energy. I will admit that. And I had to consciously practice welcoming in order to have that negative energy come and get the hell out, right? So I had to actively do that. So I came home and I had a daily bubble bath, because I'm a believer in self-care and self-love and doing something just for me every single day. And my favorite thing to do just for me is to have a bubble bath. So I came home on Saturday. I climbed into my hot bubble bath with Epsom salts. I even poured myself a mimosa. It was after 12. And in that bath, I prayed, I meditated, I talked to God, I talked to myself, I even talked to my husband, talked to the universe. That's what I did. Cried. I did it all in that bath. And I just didn't feel like showing up, like being productive, like doing anything. If I'm being 100% honest with you, what I felt like doing Saturday after my bubble bath is getting out of the tub, drying myself off, putting a robe on without any lotion or deodorant. And anybody knows me, my lotion budget is big, okay? And so no lotion, no deodorant, just put the robe on, climb into my bed, put the sheets over my head, and just shrink into my bed and my memory foam and just disappear. That is what I felt like doing this past Saturday. So when I say to you that we all are faced with choices, and when I name the title of this live, happiness is a choice, it truly, truly is. Now, instead of shrinking and hiding, like I felt like doing, that was my first option. My second option was to choose to focus on the positive, choose to be grateful for any positive energy that might be flowing through me at any given time, choose to live in gratitude. And that's the choice I made. So I got out of that bubble bath. I used some of my lotion that like I said, my budget is huge, and deodorant and stuff. And I put my little fuzzy pajamas on and my fuzzy socks, and I got to it. And I started studying, and I did some reading, and I listened to an audiobook, and I did some stuff, and I kept myself busy from sitting and wallowing in what I perceived at the time to be bad news or negative news or something I didn't want to hear, right? I chose to focus on the positive. And I chose to show up even though I didn't feel like it. And that to me shows integrity, and it shows that I'm trustworthy, that you can trust me. I'm here on this live this morning. Now, granted, I'm feeling better today. I woke up this morning feeling full of optimism, full of joy, full of love, just feeling light, like I'm floating, compared to how I felt on Saturday, heavy, like I was weighed down by a brick, right? That's how I felt. And I truly believe and know that it's because of the choice I made to get up, brush myself off, and be happy, to live in gratitude and to be grateful, right? So gratitude sometimes is hard to see when, you know, life gives you lemons, as they say, right? When life sucks, when experiences are effed up in life, right? It's very hard to see the positive. It's very hard to find something to be grateful for, right? Because but we need to understand as human beings who are working on ourselves, who are working on our self-awareness, who are working on our self-leadership. We need to understand that it is when it's the darkest in our lives that is the easiest time for us to spot that light. When it is pitch black, that's when that light's going to peep through, right? That's when we need to look at obstacles as opportunities, right? Look at roadblocks as detours to something better, right? That's what we need to do in our life. And gratitude will automatically lighten the energy that surrounds you, that flows through you, that passes through you, no matter who you are. And no matter what you're being grateful for. You could be grateful that you woke up this morning. You're all but guaranteeing that you'll wake up tomorrow morning, right? Gratitude. Vibrating on that frequency of gratitude so that the universe can bring you more of what you truly, truly desire, right? So I don't care who you are. I don't care what your age is. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you drive. I don't care if you're on the bus. I don't care what your bank account balance is, or even your current life circumstances. I don't care. That's irrelevant to what I'm about to say, because whoever you are, whatever circumstances you are living in, whatever you are experiencing right now in life, you have something to be grateful for. I don't care who you are. Those of you who are following me and my story, right, know that right now I'm going through something in my family with my husband being sick. This man is the love of my life. We are going to celebrate our 6th wedding anniversary next month, April. We have been together for over 7 years. He has been my life for over 7 years. And when I say he's been my life, I'm not naive to know that, like, look, I don't put that type of power in any human being. So understand that. But he is my husband. He is my partner. I vow to love him and cherish him until death do us part. And he's a huge part of my life. Not to mention he's my best friend. He's my confidant. And if I were going through this situation with anyone else in my family, any one other loved one that I was going through this with, I would have my husband standing behind me with his big 6 foot whatever self, and he would be holding me up, lifting me up, being the person who I could vent to, cry to, you know, just express exactly how I'm feeling about the circumstances that I'm going through. But he's the one who is in the hospital bed. And so he's not there to play that role for me that he always plays as my other half, as my strength, you know? So, but even though I'm going through this, and even though it's very hard, and like I said, Saturday was a heavy day. I cried a lot of tears Saturday, okay? But I realized that I chose to focus on the good in my life. I chose to focus on the good in my life because there is tons of it. First of all, my husband is alive. I have lost a few people, extended family, to COVID-19 or other ailments or illnesses in the past 3-4 months, 5 months, okay? My husband's sister died from COVID-19 when he was in the hospital, and he only knew that she was in the hospital and sick, but he is unaware that his sister passed away. Now, he hasn't asked, and I'm not going to tell him that news, give him that news until I feel like he's strong enough to handle it, because I would not like it to be a source of his going backwards, right? His progress being hampered or affected because of this tragedy. But like I said, I choose to focus on the positive. My husband is alive. He's breathing. His heart is still beating. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful that I get to go and visit this man every single day. I get to squeeze him and kiss him and touch his feet and touch his hands and touch his face and look into his eyes. And I get to do all of this, which I'm so grateful for, because when he was first in the hospital and I was at home in quarantine, he was in the hospital in isolation, and there was no contact. I had to rely on doctors and nurses telling me how he is and progress and blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to say today that happiness is a choice. It really is. Being positive is a choice. You can get up today and you can say, woe is me, life sucks, I hate my job, I hate my life, I hate my wife, I hate my kids, I hate everything. You could. Excuse me. And then what's going to happen is the universe is going to hear that, and it's going to be signaled to send you more crap that you hate. Okay? More crap that you do not want. Instead, try waking up in the morning and being grateful. Being grateful that you woke up. Being grateful that you have a roof over your head. You have hot water to shower in and brush your teeth. You have a TV to watch the news and see what the weather's going to be like. You have a job. You have an income. You have a vehicle. You have a roof over your head. You have loving family, and you have life. There is always something for us to be grateful for. So I choose to be grateful, and I choose to be happy today. And I will tell you that I woke up today feeling full of joy and optimism. And that is the way that I choose to live my life, regardless of my current circumstances, which parts of them suck at the moment. But we choose to be happy and focus on the good, because there's so much of it, right? So thank you so much for joining me this Mindset Monday. Today is March the 1st, 2021. And wow, it's already March. Anyways, thank you very much for those of you who joined me this morning, early morning meeting at 10 o'clock. And thank you very much for those of you who are going to be catching the replay. I would appreciate it if you feel so moved to share this live with your family and friends and anybody who you think it may resonate with. I truly appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, to join me on these lives, to send me well wishes and good vibes for myself and my husband. I truly appreciate you. I'm loving this community, and I'm just sending it all back to you. Thank you very much, because it's you guys that are holding me up since Brian's not here to do it. And I really appreciate it. For those of you who would like to connect with me further, I offer private coaching, one-on-one, and I have a program for 90 days. I have a program for 6 months, and I have a 1-year program for the private coaching. I also offer relationship coaching, which again is a 6-month or 1-year program. And my group coaching session package is $197 a month. This is going really well. I've got a few ladies in the group right now who are enjoying it. I believe it's the 18th of March. I think it's a Thursday at 7 p.m. is our next group coaching. So you can click the link in my bio and be able to register for that. It's a month-to-month thing, so you won't be charged every month for the membership. You choose each month you want to sign up. You sign up $197 Canadian dollars, and that will give you the group setting, which is a group safe space sisterhood that we have our group sessions online once a month. And then it also gives you a one-on-one deep discovery coaching session with your girl, which will be scheduled, at your and my convenience. right? Also, I have a few spots left for my one-on-one deep discovery coaching experience, right? There's a couple of spots left there. Those are $25 2-hour experiences. All you have to do is send me a DM. I will send you the registration link. You pay your 25 Canadian dollars, and then we'll set a time to meet. I pencil in 2 hours to work just with you, and your only job is to bring whatever challenges you perceive as challenges that you would like us to work on, and let's have a life-changing conversation, right? So I just want to thank you guys again for joining me on this episode of Mindset Monday. Oh yes, and stay tuned, check my stories. I'm going to be hosting a live Facebook event on March the 26th at 3 p.m. in my Facebook group, Michelle Green, Personal Growth Coach. So check my stories for that. Check me on Facebook, send me a DM. I can send you the link to join the live. That will be the 26th of March at 3 p.m. It's a tea talk with Michelle Green. I'm going to spill all the tea, honey. So I would love to see y'all there. It's a free event. All you got to do, click and join, bring your favorite tea to sip on, and let's have some lifetime and life-changing conversations. Thanks again. Appreciate you rocking with me today. It has been Mindset Monday. I'm Michelle Green, and you all have a blessed, blessed week. Choose happiness. Ciao.